So Tyrese, going into the year, obviously there's a lot of turbulence in the offseason. What was going through your mind? What was your approach to the season?
My approach this year was kind of be ready for anything. We didn't know what would happen with the James situation. We didn't know what would happen with a lot of different situations, and things kind of fell into place come training camp. We figured that out, and then we figured out what our roles were going to be on the team, what my role was going to be in particularly. But it's been great, honestly. I just grinded, man. I prepared as if I would have to play on the ball or off the ball. Playing with Joel Embiid, you have to be able to do both, especially in my position. He's a guy that attracts a lot of attention, so you still have to be able to shoot the ball really well. When he's getting doubled and triple teamed, and then also being able to play on the ball and make certain passes and make certain reads for myself and for others.
Did you know after last season, like if it comes to that, I'm ready. Like I'm good for this opportunity if I get it.
Yeah, it's funny. The same kind of situation happened, a little bit different, but same. In some aspects, happened my second year. So I think then it was kind of like a shock then, just because I was coming off of my rookie season where, in the regular season I didn't play as much. I didn't start playing towards the end of the season. Then I played a lot in the playoffs. But it was still a shock just to go out there and be a starter with guys like Danny Green, Seth Curry, Tobias, and the big fella. So that was kind of a shock. I was ready for it, but it was still like, I just didn't want to step on anybody's toes. I didn't want to try to be over aggressive. This year, I feel like I was 100% ready. I haven't been hesitant at all. Come first day of training camp, even like in mini camps, I wasn't hesitant. I knew what I was prepared for. I prepared every single day, proper preparation for performance. So I prepared in the summertime when nobody's watching to go out here and perform, in front of thousands and in front of millions, and have the confidence in my teammates. They have the ultimate confidence in me, I feel like, and to go out there and do my job.
You were extension eligible, but you were not extended. The Sixers obviously going for flexibility. What emotions were you going through at that point?
For me, you always got to be professional about it. It's a business at the end of the day, and I understand that. And honestly, I just wanted to go out here and help us win games. So I didn't let that determine my attitude coming into the season. I didn't try to take that out on my teammates or the organization. I just went out here and try to get better all summer. To now that I'm in a different role, and I go out here and try to help our team win as many games as possible, and we'll see what happens in the future.
Coming in, you didn't play much your rookie year, and then the second year you guys get James. This year, being able to be a guy that now is being thought of as an all-star caliber player, all NBA player, how do you feel about your place in the league right now?
I don't really think about it that much, honestly. Like I just go out there and try to perform at a high level for my teammates and for this organization. We're in a space right now where we have, in my opinion, the best player in the world. And when you have that guy on your team, uh, you need to be in a win now formula every single time you step on the court. So my job is just to go out there and try to lead and try to help him as much as possible and help this organization and help our team win games as much as possible. I don't think about like the accolades. I don't think about stuff like that around the league. That stuff comes when you win. And I'm not really worried about it. I think that'll take care of itself.
So obviously the accolades are going to come, but when you're paired with a guy like Joel Embiid, how much motivation do you put on yourself? How much pressure do you put on yourself?
One thing I do appreciate about Joel is he pushes me to be extremely aggressive. Like he makes sure I don't defer to him at all moments. He knows he's the big dog, in the league and in his organization. But he tells me for him to be successful, I have to be extremely aggressive. I have to be able to, take on defenses and get in the paint and create for myself and create for others, and not just him do a lot of that, heavy lifting. And I think that's one thing that really has pushed me to, be even more confident. 'Cause I'm a confident person, confident player already, just from the work that I put in. But when, the MVP is behind you and he's telling you to be more aggressive and shoot more and do different things like that, then you have to go out there and do that. You know what I mean? If he believes in you, he believes in me since day one, since I stepped foot in Philadelphia. I'll go all the way back to my rookie year. I'll tell you this. It was a game where and I think people know about this. My first time starting, we had like 6, 7, I don't know how many guys we had out with COVID. We had like 7 players. And Joel was out. I forgot, he may have heard something or something. He just out, but he was there. He didn't have COVID. So, he pulled me to the side. I was like, man, can you get 40 tonight? I just remember, and he was like, I'm like, me get 5? I had never started an NBA game. Like, what do you mean? But me being confident, I'm like, yeah, I get 40 tonight. I'm gonna get 40 tonight. So it's like he believed in me then. That night I ended up with 39, and it's like it's just funny. Like, he pushes me so much to be aggressive every single night, even when he's not playing. I know I'm going to get a text from Joe, whether it's before the game or after the game. The other game we beat Houston and I had 40. He's like, man, you need to be more aggressive. You can get 50. That's just how Joel thinks, man. It's how he is. You gotta love him for that. He really pushes his teammates, including me, but he really pushes us to be the best that we could possibly be. And that's all you can ask for.
You've seen him mature as well over the years, being in Philadelphia. What's the biggest thing you've seen different, like since the time you stepped foot to now?
Communication. His communication has changed a lot. My first year, he didn't talk like at all. He barely talked. He just went out there on the court, handled his business, and moved on. You know what I mean? It's just how he did it, and it was just crazy, man. I never seen it before. Like, this guy just doesn't talk. He just goes out there and drops 40 and then goes home. But like now, it's just like the way he communicates with his teammates, whether it's on the plane, on the bus, in shoot around, in practice. Like, he's always involved, and you always hear his voice, whether he's laughing, joking, whatever. But it means something. It really does. I really think it means something. Like, he talks to everybody. He gives everybody confidence. Sometimes it's Joel's a tough critic, so he's going to tell you, like, hey, you missed a shot, you can make some. And it comes off like that, but everybody knows on the team that it's love because he's coming from a place where he wants to win, and he wants other guys to elevate their game to help him win. So that's you have to appreciate that, man. You have to appreciate that because he's as great as a player he is. He's become a better leader.
So if I told you coming into the year, All-Star, All-NBA, and potentially a championship were attainable, something that you could go for, like, what would you say? And now that you're in it, you guys are one of the best teams in the East. How do you feel about your chances?
I feel good. I feel really good. I feel like we have a hell of a coach and Nick Nurse, who's done a lot of different things. And the guys are buying in. He came to us before the season started and said, guys, we're going to do some things differently. And you're going to look at me crazy sometimes, but if it works, we're going to throw it in our toolbox. And if it doesn't, we're going to throw it away. And I just need y'all to buy in. I think we've had for the most part. The biggest thing is he got Joel to buy into how he wants to play. And Joel believed the same thing. Like, man, I think we should play that way. And Joel has been great. As you see, he's been doing everything, not just scoring the ball, but he's been rebounding, he's been blocking shots, he's been switching on defense. He's done everything on defense. And then you throw in with his playmaking ability that he's really studied the game now. That shout out to Joel as well. But I believe you. I believe that if someone told me that this is where we would be in the summertime, I would believe them because I just feel like we have the pieces. I feel like we have the guys, the right culture, the right establishment to go out there and do it. And right now, we're really trying to put the pieces together and do something special.
And another thing I know that's dear in your heart is the Tyrese Maxey Foundation, the third year of that. What prompted you as a rookie to start this foundation and it's still going, and also having your family so involved?
My dad's mom, my grandmother, who really basically helped raise me, she passed away like right before I got drafted. And we had some conversations when I was younger in high school, and the conversation just went, she used to tell me, like, if I ever made it, to the NBA and I ever made it to a place to where I could give back to the community, that was her wish of mine. That was her wish of me, for me to do that. And it was like, I feel like it was my obligation to do that, hold up my end of the bargain. So, the board is made up of my mom, my dad, my uncle. My uncle's somebody who stays behind the scenes, but he does a lot of the work. A lot of people, around Philadelphia, they know him because he's he's in the community. He's doing a lot of different things, and he's been great. So we really do appreciate them for that. But we just want to go out here and make kids feel special, make people who in need feel special. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always trying to give back to those communities where I came from in Garland, and then here where I play in Philadelphia, and even at the University of Kentucky where I spend some of my time as well. So it's just keeping growing and growing. It's getting bigger and bigger every single day, every single year, and we're really, really happy about it, and we're going to keep going.